And that's one I could not get at Gen Con. Gizmos from Simon. Phil Walker Harding game. You've played it and you like it? No?
I do. No. I do like Gizmos, right? And I think maybe in the past I've talked about it as like kind of like middling review, but I think that's how I feel. Like I've played Splendor, which I can kind of use as an example off to the side. So Splendor is a game that has been out for a few years now,
Sure.
and that one is very straightforward. You have a gem color, and you're going to buy new gem colors with those gems. And as you do that, you get a tableau of cards that will help you buy more gems.
Sure.
Whereas Gizmos is kind of the same idea. You want to buy more of these colored marbles. The cool thing about Gizmos is the colored marbles come out of this like almost candy like machine that you have to build. And you can see off to the side there.
I've thrown it up there on the screen. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see the little. It's little, but like you can see up in the corner, there is actually like almost like a gumball machine kind of device, and you build that before you start your first game. And what's cool about it is not only that presence, but it also gives you an array of 6 different marbles that you can pick from and add to your little supply, which is a ring, so they don't roll off the table. I really like that part. I think the difference between this and some another engine building game like Splendor is that instead of just going, now I have a red one, I can buy this other red thing. It's like, no, it's more, I buy this card so that I can do a combo later, so that whenever I take this other action, it will allow me to draw another gumball from the machine, which will allow me to do this, which will allow me to do that. So you create this combination of things, which I like, but it's not as straightforward. So for people that are like getting into it, I'd recommend like a Splendor type of game. This one is sort of like just above Gateway, just kind of like the Speakeasy Blues. I find it fun, but man, some of that simplicity is lost. Sometimes you feel out of control because you don't know what's going to happen, because you have so many different things that trigger off of other things.
But TC, when you pull off those combos, even if it's not for a win, I mean, it's the greatest feeling. There's a Dominion game that I played, and I was just getting killed by 2 guys who are Dominion sharks. Don't ever play with them. They're fantastic. And all of a sudden I figured out there's no way I can win, but you know what I could do? I could shoot the moon. And they're looking at me crazy, and I'm drawing all these cards, and I'm buying all these cards. And on my last turn, and I think I scored -6 points, so it wasn't a very good game. But on my last turn, I had a completely shuffled deck. I drew my 5 cards, and I played from those cards every single card in a deck about this size. I must have had 35 or 40 cards in a mini deck, and I played every single one of them. And I looked at the guys, and I said, "I win." I played the whole deck.
I played my whole deck.
So Gizmos has that feeling, right? I mean, I got to watch the North Shore guys. We have a lake here, Lake Pontchartrain near New Orleans, and some of the guys from North Shore, I meet them at Gen Con every year, and I watched them do the demo. And these guys were just having a blast. They weren't even focusing on winning. They were focusing on making these crazy combos where one card would lead to like 4 or 5 chained up.
Yep, and I think if you like that sort of combo action, this is going to be the game for you. That was the only caveat, was that I couldn't get a really, really cool combo going. You have other people trying to steal cards out from under you, that kind of thing, right? So not player interaction, but just there's an array of cards, and those are the cards that are available. And sometimes they just you want them to work so well, and sometimes they don't, or you have to do some weird thing to go around. But I still like the game, and I think playing it a second time, playing it a third time, I think you'll get a much more out of it.
And that is Gizmos from Simon.